Are we live? We're live.
We're live.
We are live.
Cool.
Yay.
Sweet.
Welcome, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
Is there a delay? Is that a delay? Do I see a delay?
Is that a delay? A little
It's a
bit.
small delay?
Really short one. It should be
God
fine
damn
though
it.
for us.
Pissed.
Yeah.
it should
Why do I have delay in my fucking videos on YouTube? Stop delaying me, YouTube.
It's okay.
You're pissing me off,
You're
YouTube.
pissing me off.
YouTube, you be
Nah,
pissing me
it's all
off.
right. It's all right.
You're going to post it on the
Yeah.
used
Tag and all that stuff,
Yeah.
right? Ner.
I'm gonna hold off on topics until we get some
So we
peeps
start-
in
so
here.
we start
Now that we got
flowing.
people coming in, I'm gonna
Yeah, we got
hold
two-
off.
yeah.
I'm gonna wait a little
We
bit.
got a peep.
We got
peeps.
one peep
We got
already.
peeps on there.
We're gonna have more
What's up,
peeps
peeps?
coming in.
I'm all
So I'm
about
just
it,
gonna
man.
hold off on topics.
Say hello, peeps.
We're gonna have filler conversation for right now, which is
That's
called
nice.
Jake's drinking a beer because dry January is over for Jake.
We're just gonna talk in third person for now.
It is now dry February.
It's dry. Well, it's not. No.
No.
It's more of Jake knows. I take these
It's a
little
holiday.
I take
It's a
these-
holiday today. You
well,
can,
I
you can
take
drink
these
on
little
holidays.
spurts off.
Is it?
It's Martin Luther King Day. Yeah.
Oh, it is. Yeah. What the fuck?
I knew that.
Did you guys not know that? God
Why
damn
are
it.
we at work?
I don't get reminders
Because we work for ourselves.
because
Nobody's paying us to be here.
What up, entrepreneurs?
Nobody's
What up?
paying us.
Um,
Join us on Patreon.
join us on Patreon, patreon.com/WWLTW podcast. Get extra
Oh my
exclusive
God.
content.
I love
You can watch the Coffee Talk show, our new show that's coming out.
Yeah, buddy.
It'll be a new weekly show, short show,
Just
15 to 20 minutes.
for you,
Just for you
Patreon.
I love that whenever we talk about finances, we always look directly at the camera and we're like, join us
Join
on
our
Patreon.
Because you guys support us so much. You do really. That's not a joke. That you guys actually
He's not being
support us
sarcastic,
a lot,
seriously.
and
Yeah,
I
it means
appreciate
lots to
you
us.
for that.
And we lost a viewer.
One viewer gone. Cool. Like we're nailing it today. Like this is just so great.
We're in a mood today.
Dems to braids.
Oh man. Well, we recorded a really good
We
episode.
did. The episode was really awesome.
I think
Yeah.
we get more energetic when we know we record a good episode. 'Cause,
That's true.
Those
Yeah.
last couple episodes that we recorded, and we were like, it was just low energy. We just didn't
Just
have
nonsense.
conversations,
Yeah.
and it was just like it wears you down more when you get into the live.
It's nice to have a plan.
Yeah. So going back to show notes was a huge thing. And
I agree.
I'm really glad that we did that, and that needs to be a new weekly thing.
Yeah.
All you guys
For
have
sure.
to do is
Yeah.
just write down quick little notes
Yeah.
of topics you want to talk about. I went pretty.
Don't tell me
Like,
what
I
to
don't.
do.
Oh, fuck you. I don't know if you guys saw the ones that I had built out. Like that was pretty
That was pretty intense.
content.
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, include like there was a lot of shit packed into there, but that was just because it was my first one. I was like, oh, fuck, I got a bunch of stuff.
Magnesium citrate. If you had a
Yeah.
lot of shit packed in there.
To talk
I was gonna say
Just-
nothing wrong with shit pack.
Magnesium citrate.
about. Oh god, that's what my butthole sounds like.
Well,
Like a
hearing that.
fucking, like a Shelby Mustang.
Shelby. My butthole sounds like a Shelby Mustang. Hey, look, people, look at mugs with all
Hey.
mugs on it.
Yes, all of our mugs are on that.
we need to get.
Who was it? Somebody said, somebody came up with a really good idea because it's like, I really want to put Walker's face into our logo, but I don't know how to do it. And somebody came up with the idea that we put Walker's face as our mic. As the microphone.
We'd have to. Okay, so. Oh my god.
So the
fucked up.
first, you should just like have me like draw like a picture of me so it looks like it's like drawn on
And, like,
the
on the
back.
back.
Yeah.
Like, we're-
Look
we
at
could-
Sharpie.
I guess we could technically, if we shrunk our heads and put you like in the middle.
Mm.
But then my
Like
head
a
would be
front-
gigantic.
a
I already
front-
have a gigantic head.
You do have a gigantic head. Or if we just
full
put
of secrets.
it's full of air. It's like a Lay's chip bag.
Oh my
They've
god,
actually
dude.
gotten better.
Fuck you. Lay's
No, they
is
have not.
gotten
No,
better.
dude. I used to. Is it okay if I talk about them if I used to work for them by chance?
Mm.
I mean,
I don't
it's
know
your
how that
death
works.
wish. I don't
Fuck
give a
'em.
shit what you
Fuck them.
Hey, fuck them.
Well, we're not getting sponsored. by
I don't
them.
care. I will go buy kettle chips
Hashtag
instead.
not sponsored.
Man, I used to work for that company and it was a bad deal.
Yeah.
Bad deal.
Bad deal.
They're one of the only major employees in the city, and yeah, it was a bad deal. I would never go back to working for that place.
Yeah.
Gross. Sounds like
Yeah,
so don't work for
so-
Lay's, people.
Well, I feel like big companies like that. It's very position based.
Yeah,
Like to get a comfortable
It's just
sitting.
a big company.
I
Yeah.
was it was my first forklift job that I was
Yeah.
working, and I started off over there, and the training was great. I got licensed in like 5 different fork trucks, which was
Yeah.
awesome. But then came the actual work where like you get 1 second behind on your work, and then you get like,
Quotas,
written
yeah.
up. Yeah, because it's so bad that if you weren't getting like one delivery done like every like 2 seconds, basically, then you would get basically written up. And I've seen people get fired like in front of other in front of like groups of
Right,
employees.
right.
Sounds like
Where it's just
sounds like a great
Yeah.
time.
And
honestly, if
I
you ask me.
got slammed by another forklift operator, so I got T-boned and I got thrown from my truck, went like 10 feet, and I dislocated my shoulder.
Holy shit.
They took me back into the physical therapy office, put my shoulder back into place, and then asked me to get back to work. And I'm like,
Eat my
no.
ass.
Yeah, I was
Eat
like,
my whole
I was like,
ass too.
I'm not doing that. Like, I just fucked up my shoulder. Like, I need to go see a doctor or something.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, it's going to be an unexcused absence for today.
All right, well,
And
you're
I'm
going to
like,
be an unexcused asshole.
Well, you can get my
Yeah.
unexcused ass in your face while I walk out this door. So,
Oh man.
Man.
All right. So now that we got people here, we can discuss the topics.
Mm.
So my first one, we kind of touched on this a little bit sorry, I'm turning this down. We touched on a little bit in the live or in the non-live episode. Oh my god, you look emo as fuck. All right. So
you look like young Jack Sparrow, man.
I'll take it.
It's a good look.
I'll take it.
you look like old
Drink
Jack Sparrow, like after he's like gone through his alcoholism.
He's always been in his alcoholism.
I mean, like he's discovered that he doesn't like it anymore, but he's like in recovery. He's
Jack
like,
Sparrow?
yeah,
Never.
He's like in withdrawal.
Never.
You just need to walk
Um,
around with like your arms up here.
Yeah.
Oh god. But anyways, so like onto our live topic. So hello.
But why is the rum going?
Much of dirt. So
Yeah, we kind of want to go back into what we were talking about before.
Yeah, we talked about how we kind of briefly touched on like skateboarders that don't get like
Recognition.
recognition. Like Tony Hawk, he
Yeah.
still doesn't really even get the right. Like he's big. He's a
Yeah.
big name person in the sports world, but like it seems like surfing and skating, like skateboarding, they haven't really gotten a huge like
The popularity's kind of died off.
But here's the thing: it hasn't died off because this year will be the first year that surfing will be in the Olympics.
really?
Really? I didn't know
Yep,
that.
so it's that popular now to where it will be an Olympic sport. But the
Interesting.
weirdest part about it is Hurley, which is one of the biggest
Yeah.
surf brands out there. They just so they got bought out by Nike a couple years back.
Oh, did they
Okay.
really?
Yeah, Nike
that.
bought Hurley a couple years back, rebranded a little bit, but still kept like all of their branded surfers. So they had John Florence, they had not Omar Hassan, or not Hassan. What the fuck was his
I don't
name?
know these people.
Rob Machito, which is like this dude was goofy as fuck. He was a pro surfer, and then he just kind of did it for fun.
Yeah.
Big old hair, funny dude. But they had all these huge name surfers and like people that are still competing at a professional level. So they just recently got bought out by this Blue Arrow marketing group or something. It's
Mhm.
this other company that bought them for an undisclosed amount.
Hmm.
Bought out Hurley's rights and literally went on and said they've already cut 3 of them, but they said anyone whose contract ends this year for branding will be cut from the brand. And anyone who's they will not, no matter who you are as a surfer, your contract will not be extended, even if yours expires
They're
next
not
year.
going to grandfather
they're not,
over.
well, even if it expires next year, we're not extending it. Like they're no longer extending surfing people. And I'm like,
Why?
John Florence is like, for those of you that don't know in the surfing world, like I'm big into surfing, but John Florence is literally the kid that kind of dethroned Kelly for a couple of years. Kelly
Yeah.
Slater, who's the world's greatest
Yeah.
surfer, he dethroned him, and he's still like at a high competing level. And it's just insane how like good this kid is, and the fact that you're not going to use him in your brand is like.
That's crazy.
But nobody's understanding why they're doing this. Like they're continuing. Like I just read another article today that like Hurley's continuing with these cuts. They're continuing on budget cuts. So it's like you're going to use your biggest market. That's Hurley's biggest market
Yeah.
is surf. Like some people like have skateboarding, some people have soccer and
Yeah.
stuff. But Hurley's biggest one is surf, and they're cutting all major ties with.
I think I know exactly what they're going to do. So when they're cutting contracts like that, or sorry, they're going to be. Oh, what's that say?
for sexual reasons. What the fuck? You asked the weirdest question. Man.
No, see,
I'm not answering that.
when they say that they're not going to be extending the contracts, that doesn't necessarily mean that they can't renew a new contract with the same person.
No. They're cutting them out. They're not
I know.
rebranding.
I understand.
with surfing.
I understand that portion. So like they're not going to be bringing on anybody else or anything like that, or
No, they're
no new contracts?
right now they have no talks of rebranding with any new surfers. Even if they don't bring back the old they're not bringing back any of the old ones, and they have no plans of including new ones.
Oh, so okay, that's different then. So I thought what they were going to be doing is like they were just going to be clearing the slate of all prior contracts and then renegotiating new contracts with people.
Nope,
Whoa.
they are
But-
not
So what are they trying to do then?
I have no idea.
Maybe they're just going to work on the retail brand more, or I don't know. That's a weird way to do it.
They're like trying to. Surfing is going to be my new one. Surfing will be my new favorite for sure.
Oh God,
That'll be my new favorite. Otherwise, hockey's a great one too. I love
Hey,
it.
yeah,
there you
hockey's
go.
hockey's
Olympics.
pretty good.
But
Strictly
surfing-
for sexual reasons,
Only for
but
sexual reasons.
Yeah, only the butt section.
No,
I hit my puck.
I definitely
hit my fucking puck in your goal.
for the Olympics at least. I've been really interested in fucking curling, dude.
Oh God,
Really?
Like, yeah, because like I don't know. There's such a finesse to curling.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I don't know. I mean, it's not entertaining to watch. I just like the process.
I've played it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's fun to play, but
Yeah.
It's like
Jesus Christ,
it's like ice
fucking
hockey bowling.
boring
Kind of,
to
yeah, a
watch.
little bit.
It's like shuffleboard.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but
It's
you're on
shuffleboard.
Ice. It's fun.
fucking boring. Hey,
Hi-
from
highlight-
hockey to curling.
Highlight is not an Olympics event, is it?
I don't think so.
Because that would be fucking crazy. Have you guys ever watched Highlight?
Hmm.
no.
It's one with like the giant curved. Like, do you remember those toys when we were kids? That,
Oh
like, the
yes,
wiffle
I do
ball?
know highlight.
Yeah,
no, that's not
yeah.
an
Where
Olympic
they're
sport.
throwing those things at like
Yeah.
170 miles an hour.
Yeah,
Those are
dude.
not
It's fucking
Olympic
awesome.
sports, no.
Wish it
That'd be dope.
was, because that'd be intense.
I'm telling you, man, I'm just excited for surfing.
Yeah.
I'm a little upset because Kelly didn't make it into the Olympic spot this year. He got blown out in the last competition for the surf league.
Yeah.
So that kicked him out of competition. But John will be there, and a new kid will be there. Not new, but another guy will be there. What is his name? I don't remember. He won this year. Or not. I don't remember his name. But anyways, there's gonna be two really good ones for the United States in there, and I'm really excited to see him do surf. This year.
Are you talking about Jim John Jones?
Jim John Jones.
Jim
Jim
John
John
Jones.
Jones.
I'm just gonna start coming up with random names
Yeah,
to see
no,
me.
John John-
Catch on to it.
So-
John Florence, dude. He's a G.
Jim John Jones. Yeah.
John Florence is a G.
So with like the sports and stuff. I mean, like we'll go back
Go
to
back
the
to the
skateboarding.
original. Yeah.
But on the side tangent, can we talk about the McGregor fucking
Yo.
cowboy?
Oh, the 40 seconds.
seconds.
Jesus.
40 seconds.
seconds.
Yo, McGregor finishes a guy in 40 seconds, and he's the king. The king is back.
Dude.
I finish in 40 seconds, and I ain't shit. What the fuck, dude?
When Jake finishes a guy in 40 seconds, it's totally different.
I finish a guy off in 40 seconds. No, yeah, that was killer. Like some people though, I hate this because he finished the fight so quick that
Yeah.
some people were saying that it was rigged to bring Counter back. And I'm like, fuck you, dude.
Anybody's
Well, he got like 3 million off that fight, though, right?
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
could have made way more doing any
Yeah,
other fight.
that's
Like he
true.
was fighting it because he's coming back. He's gonna do a bunch more fights this year. They're
Yeah.
already talking about an interim belt fight.
So
So
you said that he was doing 3, wasn't it? Like a mandatory 3 for this
well,
year.
he wants
alone.
to do 3 more this year,
Yeah,
3 more
Jesus.
fights this year. But also, fun fact, he is the only. So first off, he was the only UFC fighter in history to hold 2 belts in 2 different weight divisions.
Mhm.
Really?
He's had the fastest knockout in history of the UFC. It was 13 seconds. He knocked out Jose Aldo
Mhm.
for the belt. And then he also just broke another record, or just held a new record. He now is the only UFC fighter to have a knockout victory in 3 different weight classes.
Nice.
That's insane. He's
Dude.
fought in 3. The fact that he's fought in 3 weight classes,
Yeah.
and the fact that he's gotten TKOs, or not TKOs, he said KOs, and this was a TKO
Yeah.
that he's had in 3 different weight divisions now.
Yeah.
And man, did he look
Dude.
fucking jacked.
Dude.
He weighed in at 170 pounds. That's the biggest this dude's ever been. And
Yeah.
he looked fucking ripped.
Yeah.
And it was funny because they were saying, like, Connor needs to finish this fight early because Connor has issues with conditioning. Like, that's why he lost to Nate Diaz, and that's why he lost to,
Because he just gasses.
obviously he lost to fucking Mayweather, but
Yeah.
that was different. But anyways, he has a problem with conditioning. And they were saying because he weighs so much now, like he's got to do this quick. And sure shit, dude, 40 seconds, he fucking
Yeah.
bops him. It was the nose that got him, though.
Yeah.
I've never seen that move where he did that with the shoulder and he
Yeah, that
dug
was
in at
interesting.
that shoulder.
Crashing him.
Yeah, that fucked it. That fucked him up because he
Yeah.
just blew his nose up, and then the head kick just he was
Yeah.
done. He's like, I'm out.
But that was
This
beautifully
fight.
timed too, because he
Yeah,
was
it
putting
was.
so much pressure on him, and then the second he stepped back into that range, he just flicked that leg up.
And he literally like moved Cerrone's jaw with
Yeah.
his toes. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't even. He didn't even connect with the palm, like with the hit or like
Mhm.
with the top of the foot.
Yeah.
He connected with the toes,
Yeah.
and it just fucking.
Could you imagine how
wobbled
bad
him.
that would fucking hurt your feet?
Apparently not.
Doing that
Well,
shit?
I mean, the conditioning, man. Like,
Yeah, I know.
I can kick a lot of stuff now, and my shins don't. I don't feel shit in my
It's
shins.
not his shins; it's his fucking
But
toes.
even still, it's just the conditioning of like
Yeah.
you just do the same thing. That's why what is it in like traditional karate? Like you have the plates and you just
Yeah.
punch the plate.
Oh yeah, that's called you create microfractures in your
Yeah.
hand that re-establish bone
Yeah.
tissue, and then like it just gets harder and harder in your hands.
Yeah.
But it also makes your hands like really hard.
You ever seen that
Oh,
little girl
absolutely.
that punches trees?
Yeah, the little Russian girl.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's a boxer, dude. Like
and she's
it's
fucking
crazy.
good.
There's
There's like
videos.
punches.
There's a
Hold on.
compilation of her like wailing on these trees. Like clearly her dad is a trainer or something, but he's like taking footage of her.
Oh look,
and
Russian girl boxing.
Boxing.
tree.
Yeah.
trees, Jesus.
and it's literally there's footage of her like wailing on this birch tree, and she breaks this tree apart. I mean, it's a
She
little.
breaks a tree.
It's
Yo,
I mean,
she's-
it's a little bit dry.
Doesn't
rotted,
even matter.
but
This
she was
chick is fucking
wailing, and she's like
ridiculous.
7.
Oh yeah, it's Ivanka bare hands. Yeah.
Ivanka bare hands. Look at this shit.
Look at her. Oh, she's wearing gloves. I thought she was like bare knuckle
Oh,
boxing.
she's done them bare
Yeah,
knuckle too.
she's done with just
fucking
wraps.
Look at
shit.
how quick
Yeah.
she is with
Yeah.
her strikes, and she's literally just beating the shit out of this tree.
I think the funniest
that
part
tree
of
was
that
being a
is
huge
like the
asshole.
noises. Because she's
Look
like,
at Fucking thing.
I mean,
She is blowing sawdust off of this fucking thing.
To be fair, that tree was a huge asshole.
To be fair,
to be fair,
To be fair.
fuck you.
What the
That is
hell?
a solid root system in that tree, and she's just fuck. Look at that.
you know, I think water
Fuck
sports have.
you.
I think that it, you know, I
She should
think
go build a
it's
cabin
good
with all
that-
the trees that she punched.
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah,
built
that'd be
this with
super
I
impressive.
built this house with my bare hands. Literally, my bare
Actual
fucking
bare
hands.
Yeah.
Fuck you, bro. What are
Yeah.
you doing?
But no, I think water sports in the Olympics are a necessity, man. Like polo and stuff like
Surfing.
that. Well, yeah, surfing and because it's another branch of what can be considered extreme training. I
Yeah.
mean, people dedicate their entire lives to playing polo. Do I watch polo?
Fuck no, but those guys
But-
are ripped to shit too.
It's
It's a
impressive.
sport.
It's an impressive fucking state of
Do I
conditioning.
watch gymnastics? No, but those
Yeah.
ladies are fucking outrageously
Dude.
good at what they do, and it
Dude.
is outrageously hard
Yeah,
sport.
and I mean, basic for it's like the strongman stuff. Like, yeah, is it a practical thing? No, but
I love
if
watching
you,
the strongman
oh, dude, it's
competitions.
crazy.
Those are
Oh,
nuts.
yeah.
Or like
Those
the
are always fun.
lumberjack ones.
Oh, yeah,
my
those guys are
god,
crazy too.
these guys are fucking animals. But it's it's a show place. It's someone it's to come together and compete and to show that you.
It's crazy, like the dedication that these guys. Like
Oh,
going
man.
back to our original topic, like it's
Yeah.
crazy how the dedication some of these guys have. Say water polo stuff like that,
Yeah.
and like they're not making a lot of money from this. They have
Mhm.
no fame. There's no fame behind it.
yeah,
They're just competing at this extreme.
Yeah.
I mean, they're competing as hard, or if not harder, as an NFL player,
Yeah.
but making nowhere near the money.
outside of sponsorships and,
Yeah.
and commercials and,
And they're
stuff,
just
you're not
fucking killing. I mean, unless you're Michael Phelps,
right.
you're not making.
Yeah, unless
You're
you
not
catch
making that
notoriety.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like they're just that dedicated to the
Yeah.
sport,
Yeah.
and that's what makes some of these sports more fun too. Is the fact that it is purely based off the dedication
Yeah.
and the love.
You
for the
see
sport.
that-
It's
you see
not
that
based
passion.
off their
Yeah.
salary. You know, so it's kind of cool.
You bring up Michael Phelps, and I have a question for you. So, seeing the world today, where weed is legal everywhere, do you think that he should get his medals back for smoking the pot back in the day?
I didn't know he got him revoked.
Oh, he didn't.
Oh,
he
yeah.
he got one. He got one
No, he
revoked.
didn't. He still
lost.
holds the record for most gold medals won.
I could have sworn
I'm
that
pretty
there
sure he
was-
got. I'm pretty
yeah.
sure he got some of his medals.
There were-
revoked
there were
for
a
smoking
couple.
pot. Yeah,
Yeah. We're not saying in general he didn't have all of his
Yeah, not
medals
all
or
of
his
them, but
history poll.
it was a
but
couple of them though.
Yeah.
But
When that became like a big thing, I remember him having to. I'm pretty sure.
honestly, with the amount of training that he was doing, I'd imagine that he gets to the point where he's so sore that probably just helped him like keep his sanity.
No, he never lost medals.
He never lost it?
No, he
Okay.
was suspended for 6 months. By
Suspension.
the
Oh,
USA
that's
swimming team.
Okay, my bad.
I was gonna say he couldn't, because if he would have lost medals, it would have put him out of the record for holding the most gold medals.
Okay,
And so,
never mind then.
yeah, he
That's-
still holds.
I guess I
the gold.
misunderstood.
That's
that,
a good
so.
question. I think that'd be really interesting.
Yeah, I'd see it. I'd watch the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, because I mean, they like just the idea. Like let's
I love
let's
that.
let's talk about like baseball. Okay.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Like a home run derby
with their only on
when they're
roids.
only fucking jacked up on.
They're all
roids.
doing it
I want,
anyways.
I want one of those
watch
like big bodybuilders that looks like a sun-dried tomato going up there and, and slamming these things out into like Missouri.
Sun-dried tomato.
You know exactly what I mean.
But no, I think that would be interesting because I mean you're gonna get that regardless of what sport it is. There's gonna be somebody
so
that's
make a
trying to make an
sport.
edge or get an edge on things. But you know, it's
Can you
I
click
don't
show
know.
on that?
see, I don't understand. But no, I mean,
I don't
like
know if I can
it's
show that.
it's
Can I read it?
you know, it's I think it'd be interesting. I think it'd be interesting if there was an entire sect of sports that was publicly, you know, released. That's like,
Yeah.
okay, you might not be.
Well, I mean, CrossFit was like that for the longest time. CrossFit was not.
Yeah.
It was not.
When it was starting up, you
Yeah,
know,
they
it
did
wasn't
not drug
moderated.
test for that. So these
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
were coming out there looking like fucking brick shit houses.
I mean,
just
yeah, that
lifting
and
the
the
most
fucking
outrageous weights.
the workouts themselves were just fucking insane.
Yeah, it was.
We've got a CrossFit gym here in town, and it's,
Yep.
I walk past it and I'm like, what are you doing?
I've done. I used to work out at that one.
Oh, did you
when
really?
it was in this building,
Yeah.
I worked out there.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
Man, that's
great
crazy.
workouts, but
See, the last time
It's
I did
just-
that, I
you're-
threw
it's
up.
just
And I was
Olympic-
like, you know, this is a little bit too hard.
it's
for
just
me.
like Olympic lifts are not meant to be done in repetitive, quick nature. They're meant
Yeah.
to be done slow process.
Form,
I mean,
yeah.
it's supposed to be slow and focused on form. So that's why it gets a lot of
Flack.
shit.
Yeah.
Is because you're
You could-
doing
you could
it
hurt
fast.
yourself.
Oh,
really
yeah,
well, the
absolutely. Incredibly hard.
big thing that affects CrossFitters is what do they call that?
Mesothelioma.
CrossFit syndrome. What is it called?
CrossFit
Oh,
syndrome.
rhabdomyolysis. So basically, what happens is you break down the muscle tissue so much
Mhm.
that it actually like the muscle cells will burst and release protein into your blood,
Oh, fuck.
and you can like people were like you could lose an arm.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like it just releases because you're breaking down so you always
Yeah.
are gonna have micro tears when you work out,
yeah.
but you're breaking it down so much to a point where the
It can't be
cells
rebuilt.
are blowing up.
Beating. Yeah.
They're
getting
blowing
beaten
up and releasing protein into your blood. Which don't know
That's
if you know this. Protein
fucking
in your blood,
crazy.
not good. You don't want
Yeah.
protein in your blood. It's good for your body, not good for your blood. So yeah, the rhabdomyolysis, yeah,
Yeah.
that's like the big thing that affects, and it's still a small percentage of people that it affects,
Right. It's just the
but
people that are
that's the big
completely,
one that
yeah,
affects CrossFitters,
completely
That sounds like fun.
unmoderated on how they fucking treat their bodies.
and it can cause
All kinds
kidney
of fucking,
failure.
yeah.
So
Mm.
'cause you got protein in your blood, so yeah, not shit.
That
but-
sounds awful. That sounds
Absolutely.
terrible. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, like the physicality of it. I mean, you're gonna find that growth and that health, like the healthy lifestyles
Yeah.
from whatever external exertion you're gonna, put yourself through on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Because you're just getting stronger as you do things. But I don't know. Just on a personal perspective, I couldn't look at that and be like, oh, like I never was I like, oh fuck yeah, I want to do that on a regular basis.
Right.
What,
yeah,
CrossFit?
exactly.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I liked it for
Right.
what it was.
It
I
looks
mean, like
interesting.
circuit training's one thing, but like,
Yeah, I can do circuit training. I can't do all that
Yeah.
extra stuff though. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm just like I'm a basic bitch when it comes to working out. So
well,
I just
don't know.
like lifting heavy things.
yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
do. I do mostly strength training whenever I work out, but I need to work more on like I
Yeah.
don't know, cardio and shit like
I
that
need
too.
to
Right.
just work out in a gym more. I haven't been in the gym in a while.
See, all I did back in high school is I did strength training because I did like competitive shot put and stuff like that.
Oh,
so
right.
like we did like a lot of like
I
power
love
throws. And stuff
I
like that.
love
So
strength training.
so
I
I'm-
love
yeah.
5x5s and shit like that.
I'm great with that kind of stuff. I'm terrible at maintaining endurance.
Fuck
Mhm.
that.
Yeah,
Who needs
so,
it?
Yeah.
I don't need to run. I'll just
I'm
beat the
I'm-
shit out of the thing that's coming towards.
Well, I'm a big ass guy, so holding
Okay.
like just maintaining endurance like that is fucking difficult because like this
You're
isn't even
moving a lot.
This isn't the heaviest I've been, but I'm still pretty heavy. But like
Yeah.
I used to be like 365 pounds.
Yeah.
And so it was a lot of weight to be moving around. So
True
it got
that.
hard to move shit.
Yeah,
like
true that.
Well, then it's already putting a huge strain on your body as
Yeah.
is. That lugging that around at a
Yeah, it's
faster
hard.
rate than you normally do.
True
I
that.
can't imagine.
People really don't realize, like everybody's like, oh, just go to the gym. And it's like, no, you don't realize how much of a fucking strain that
Yeah.
is when you're 300 something pounds. It's
Yeah.
so hard to go do shit like that.
Yeah.
Your knees hurt all the time. It's hard to stand up and move.
Yeah.
We should
Yeah.
all do like
It's hard.
we should the team here should do
Mhm.
like a small body weight fitness, like not challenge, but like hold each other accountable
I would
and
love
do
that.
it for like a month. We'll just do like a month.
I like to be
long.
cuddled. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just do it for like a month long. We hold each other accountable
We
and
just
we
hold
just
each
like
other.
see. Yeah, we just hold each other's dicks
Yeah.
and we just see where it
I said
goes.
nothing about ticks.
Well, that's a jump.
No, but we just hold each other accountable and we do like a fitness month.
I'm up for it.
We do it next month, Fit February.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Come on. Come on. Fit February leads into
Stop
March.
trying to be responsible,
Because March is when it
not happening.
Listen, March is when spring starts up, so you're going to want to look a little bit better anyway. So fuck it.
For my birthday.
Let's do Fit
Who am I
February.
trying to
Hey,
impress?
birthdays. Woo. Birthdays in March. What
March,
up? And then
May.
you're May. Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, buddy.
Meal.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm
Do a
up
little
for it,
Fit
yeah.
February.
Fuck it.
Let's do
And
it,
it
man.
doesn't, like we could do bodyweight workouts.
I already
even.
stopped
we'll
drinking.
just pick one workout that we all do.
Yeah.
And we'll just hold each other accountable for
I already stopped drinking soda again, so that'll help.
Yep.
So, because fuck soda. It's
I
so
haven't
bad
drank
for
soda
you.
in a
Yeah.
long time.
Oh my God, it's so bad for you.
I kind of want to make it a challenge, but at the same time, I don't.
It should just be a part of
Yeah.
the routine.
Yeah, we'll just make it part of it.
Because I've still been doing like the planking and stuff to
Oh, that's-
maintain that
that's
core.
good for
Like
you.
after that 1 week that I was trying to like put girth on my arms.
Yeah.
But
It's just the word.
but so I've kept that like in the morning when I do my stretches and stuff before I go to work.
Mhm.
I'll do the stretches, a little bit of basic yochi, and then I'll do like the planking and stuff just to
Right.
kick that core in. Because all I do is sit on my fucking ass all day. And
I can put together like a small bodyweight workout that we can all do.
Dude, let's
see,
do
I'm
it.
all about
I'm down
bodyweight
for that.
stuff. Like that, I can
because
bust that out.
bodyweight's just easy because we don't have gym memberships right
Yeah.
now. We have a small gym,
Yeah.
and I'd like to get back into a gym, but if I can, I'm still going to do my bodyweight stuff. So
I'm not even sure if I still have my Y membership right now.
Mm.
I gotta get back on that.
when I was with my other company, I got it for $10 a month. It was so
Damn.
nice. Yeah.
Well, we get discounts for going here.
Yeah, for here
So,
you do,
yeah.
and it's still pretty decent. It's like half price when you go.
It's
here.
not half
Yeah.
price, but it's a significant amount off.
What were you paying for it? Because I was paying.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna need to talk to the community managers.
but mine might have been different because I was with.
Oh, you had both.
We had
probably.
that. Well, I had
So,
that company,
Mm.
and I
Yeah.
think he negotiated with our.
Yeah, that probably makes sense.
Lady
'Cause
here?
I only got like $7-8 off.
Oh hell no! Ours
Yeah.
was like $26 a month.
Holy shit!
Yeah, and I had 3 people on my plan. and I was paying
Damn, son.
$20 a month.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah, I'll talk about that.
Fuck.
Fuck.
So I've been watching a lot of Ron White recently. And I know, like, when I was driving home today from work, I was like,
Fuck.
oh, I just thought Marlon Webb. needed that.
Anyways, Ron White.
But yeah, I don't know. I really enjoy like his inflections of like how, because he's got like that twang, he's got
Right.
that natural
He's got
twang.
that country. The
Yeah,
country sound.
but it's like a
Yeah.
moderated country twang.
Yeah.
But
Like the really
emphasis-
drawn out emphasis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I tell you what.
See, and that's
I
what's
tell you
that's
what.
what's so funny though, is like it's not like that in depth
Right.
of a twang, but it's just like
It's noticeable though.
yeah, and when he draws it out is when you really notice it. Like when
Yeah.
he says fuck.
Oh,
Like
fuck.
it's all everything like drops. like fuck.
Oh, fuck.
So
Mhm.
that's
And
the
take it
word
on YouTube.
word of the word of the extra credit show.
I haven't listened to him in forever. Actually, I need to get back into watching
Yeah.
stand-up comedy again.
Stand-up comedy.
I got a couple buddies that do stand-up comedy stuff, and I've always wanted to get
We know
into it.
Somebody that just did a show.
Yeah?
not that long ago.
There's a group of people up in next town over.
Just say the town. You can
Next
say
town over.
You can say the town.
All right, so up in Janesville, Wisconsin, and so they have like these pop-up comedy clubs.
Yeah.
They just like pull up in a place and they
Yeah.
just start doing shit
Yeah.
like that. And I really want to go do that, but I don't
Have any material.
I've
I know,
never done
I
stand-up
cannot-
comedy
I
before in my
cannot.
life.
I just can't write a skit. I don't
Man,
think. I'm
no.
trying, but
It's hard. It's so hard just writing something that everybody else is going to
I've
find
started.
funny.
It's the flow is what it is. Like trying to
Yeah.
find a flow from
I'm-
one topic. To
I
the
am
next.
fine at being funny, like in a conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
That's
can be
different than
funny.
like being funny on demand.
Yeah.
like I don't know.
where it's like almost a performance.
That's
It's
why we
not-
started a podcast
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we know we can be funny.
yeah,
just
we can
don't
riff
like
off
being
each
funny
other,
on
but I don't know
internet.
if I can go up there and stand up and be funny by myself like that.
Yeah. Well, it'd have to be a group
Yeah.
thing.
I know.
Almost like
I know.
an
I'll find
improv.
myself to be funny, but that's not going to mean everybody else is going to find me funny. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
I just thought
I gave him the blue steel.
The blue stuff.
What was the other? There was another thing I wanted to talk about on the show. What was it? Show notes.
Show notes.
I will say though, back on the skateboarding and surfing
yeah.
thing. One of the dudes that I used to follow religiously when he was still on the AM, like the pro am circuit, but this is like way back when Bam Margera was still with Element and everything
Mhm.
else. Brendan Novak.
No, Novak. He got
Dude.
sober.
He's been sober for
yeah.
like 8 years, dude.
Novak's sober and
Like,
living his best life, dude.
I follow him on everything.
Yeah.
Because like even just like the monetary quotes that he puts out are super like inspirational is an overused word, but
He is.
I enjoy reading his perspectives
Yeah.
on things in life.
Yeah.
And
I watched the video I think he did with Vice
Mhm.
about his sobriety and stuff.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
yeah,
You know
very,
who
very
has
fucking cool.
capitalized on the skateboarding market
Mm.
and he fully deserves it because he's been doing it
Mullen?
forever? No, Rodney Mullen. God, how old is he now? 40s, 50s? He's got to be in his 50s.
He doesn't have an age. He's a god.
Yeah. No, Nyjah.
Yeah, Nyjah.
Nyjah
dude.
has taken full advantage. Like, he is
Dude.
rich as shit, man.
He was created from the primordial soup before the
Dude.
creation of the universe.
But no, like Nyjah Houston is like
Yeah.
taking, and he deserves it because the guy's a fuck. I mean,
Absolutely.
you can't beat him right now.
No.
He's unfucking, especially street. Like his street that he does is like certain when
Mhm.
they do, you know, because I don't know if you know. So like skateboarding has different competitions.
Yeah,
You have street, you have big air, you have all these.
Oh, I'm familiar with
So
skateboarding.
when
stuff.
he does street, he's fucking he's unbeatable. You cannot beat the lines that he creates. Like
Yeah.
they're just stupid. They make no sense how he's doing them. Big trick, like he's still really fucking good at big trick, and it's
Mhm.
really hard to beat him in trick. But his street performances are nuts.
Yeah.
Um,
Just across the board, he's a phenomenal,
Oh, yeah, he's-
phenomenal athlete.
he's unbelievable, and I'm so glad that he's stuck. I mean, that he's still doing it,
Yeah.
and he's still so good because
Well, 'cause
he
I mean-
was in when he had big dreads and he was just a little kid.
Dude.
You know.
Actually, I think I remember watching his first debut. It was like I don't think it was MTV. It was one of it was like a later afternoon, and they were showing footage of a pro-am. Or no, it was a preliminaries going into the X Games.
With Nyjah?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
And that was like one of the first times I'd ever seen him like on TV. And he was a kid. He was
Yeah.
like fucking like 15 years old.
He was. I think he
Just
hit pro.
rolling.
I don't remember when his first pro day was. His first pro competition. But he was young when he
Yeah.
did his first pro.
Yeah.
Pro.
Because there's been tons of documentaries and like even just like little small vid docs about him.
He's literally our age,
Yeah.
Oh, really?
and it feels like he's been skateboarding forever.
Forever. Well, our entire lives.
Yeah.
So it's phenomenal, dude. And then you hear some of the bigger names that like we grew up watching because I loved skate culture. Like that was, if it wasn't punk, it was skate culture.
11 years. 11 years old when he won his first street competition,
Dude.
and it was a pro competition. It was SLS, which is
Yeah.
Street League
I think-
skating.
I think that's the same year I discovered masturbation.
Can you imagine being 11 years old
Dude.
and winning against guys that are in their 20s?
Nope.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pro comp. SLS, Nike supports it. It's an SLS skate competition.
Yeah.
That's huge. It's pro. That's nuts,
Dude,
dude.
man.
That kid's too fucking good.
yeah.
I couldn't even defeat acne back then. So
I could barely beat my meat, let alone beat other people.
it's meat.
Oh God.
Is meat
His
other
meat- his
people's meat?
Oh my
Oh man! All right, I'm gonna ask some questions for you guys.
What you
These are
got?
random.
Go ahead.
These are out there questions to add to the topics. All right, ready?
25.
What is one thing better than 26? What is one thing that scares the shit out of you, but you really want to accomplish?
Skydiving?
Really?
Yeah,
Scares the
dude.
shit out of you?
Yeah, you're falling from a fucking plane
Eh,
from full
everybody
force.
does it.
Maybe not skydiving, but the I want to do the flying squirrel suit gliding
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, that
Yeah, that scares the shit out of me because it's like, okay, how do I stop?
Yeah.
But,
And if you hit something, you're fucking
fucked.
dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you're
don't
You're
fuck
dead
around.
on
You're dead.
impact.
You are juice now.
Yeah. You have now become primordial soup.
The primordial suit. I heard that
That's-
term from Adventure Time.
Yep.
One of those characters on there is super fucking
What
terrifying.
about you,
so-
Drake? You look like you're pretty deep in thought there.
Well, because I'm trying to contemplate what actually like scares me in that regard of like something I could accomplish. More or less like
like this guy.
What did he say?
dude.
Two chicks in the same. God damn it! I'm trying to keep this semi okay, and this
Oh my
this is
God.
why we're gonna get kicked off of the air, is because
I love you.
fucking
I love
homeless
you, man.
guy is just commenting the most nasty shit.
I don't know if that's pressure though, because I mean you're all playing at the same time. Like
Yeah, it's pressure.
it's
on
not
everyone.
just you that's experiencing.
Yeah, everyone has to
like,
perform.
Yeah.
I feel
It's a
that.
team effort. It's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I could feel the pressure there.
Well, that I'm just
Oh, I can
lazy,
feel some
so it's
pressure.
like you do this. I got it. I'm doing something.
You do her.
We got another-
But
Oh, shit,
Yeah.
I gotta look at it.
Oh.
Look at it. Hold on.
yeah.
Oh, stop. Gross. I'm hiding that because
And
I
then-
can't
I wanna
post
see
it.
And
I
then
wanna
it's
see
used
it.
in the scene.
Oh,
No, I
shit.
think
He was talking about here that.
I think
Dude, you got to be careful what you say because I can't there's certain things that I can't post on there
yeah.
because otherwise it screws us on our algorithm. So I
Yeah.
can't. There's certain things that I cannot allow
It's
to
funny.
go onto my
It's,
chat.
it's funny as hell, but
It's
yeah,
funny,
we can't.
but I can't let it go on my chat because otherwise it screws us on our algorithm.
I think that, well, at least on a personal level, I think the scariest thing for me is finishing my bodysuit, just
Why is it
because
scary? Because you're marked.
Wait, your bodysuit.
tattoos.
Oh,
So
No, he's gonna wear a
I was gonna say,
bodysuit the
do you
rest
have-
of his
do you
life.
have like
Yeah.
a skin suit that I don't know about?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
funny story.
You must put on the
I
lotion.
appreciate it, man. You're the best. Thank you.
but you know, because it's not so much. Okay, so basically it's just making that jump to tattoo my hands and my neck. That's like that's the biggest thing, just because like I can do wrist up, I can do
Yeah,
all the way
yeah.
up to collarbone, like around
What?
the throat.
The fuck
But-
is wrong with people on this goddamn
But,
show?
but then it's like that's like completely.
I can't
Wait,
let that on
hold-
there.
hold on a
I
second.
can't put that on there.
What? Wait a second.
I cannot put that on there, you guys.
Who was that?
I don't know. It's somebody new.
I didn't even.
Oh my
I couldn't
God.
even read it.
This is
I didn't
hilarious.
see it.
God damn it. we finally have a good show, and
I
people are just
appreciate.
like,
we
no,
appreciate you chiming in.
Yeah, see, here's what you got to understand. We personally appreciate these
Yeah,
comments
I
because
love it.
we laugh our asses off at them, but like we have to be so careful. I appreciate it, but we have to be so careful what we're allowed to put on our chat
Yeah.
because of our algorithm. So it's
Yeah,
just like,
if we didn't have to worry about stuff like
Yeah.
if this was an open platform and we could just talk about
oh,
whatever
we
the
would,
fuck
I
we
would
man.
let
wanted
it
to,
fly. but
100%.
let the
Yeah.
shit roll.
Can we do
and
that
get
on
fucking
Patreon?
weird, but
No,
no, we can't. We can't do
Patreon's
that.
our moneymaker.
Oh,
James,
I-
what's up, man? Good to see you again. Welcome
What up,
back.
what up?
Welcome back.
But yeah, I think just to finish out that train of thought. But yeah, because that immediately, especially, I mean, it's getting more acceptable, but hand tattoos, not so much the issue. Throat tattoos and neck, like
yeah.
neck, throat, maybe
Those will
back
get
of
you.
head.
Yeah.
Those will get you.
Because like I have a whole template, and we have talked about it fucking plenty of times, because
Right.
I've got an artist out in Chicago
Mhm.
that I've got so many pieces set up with, but the issue becomes taking that step, because you can't go back. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
you're-
not going to pay for laser removal.
Once you do it,
Yeah.
you do it, man.
Yeah, and with that template that I have, because obviously you want to, I have a specific way that I'm going to end up decorating this temple.
Yeah, yeah.
By the time I'm like 35, when I hit 35, dude, I'm going to be fucking
Yeah,
blasted.
'cause you'll be set in your ways.
Yeah,
You know,
and
Just blast.
that's why
within,
you gotta be an
within that,
entrepreneur because then we don't have to worry
Yeah.
about tattoos.
and with that includes fucking a tattoo on the side of my head. Like
Oh,
I've
really?
got the full fucking shebang that I
Damn.
envision.
I didn't know you were doing it on the side of your head.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can just grow my hair and it's not a problem.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
it's cool. I
But-
just didn't know that you were doing
Yeah, it was just like one of those like around the ear kind of. I'm not like putting a fucking giant skull on my head or something, but it's just like something tasteful, like on the side. Cause I'm not doing face
it.
tattoos.
So
Yeah.
Mike
like-
Tyson, but like on the side of the head, not
Wait, sorry, who?
No, like
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
around like around the top of the ear. But I don't know. Like it's that's because that's a huge commitment. You know,
That is
Yeah.
actually
that's the rest
yeah.
of your life. Because I'm sure as fuck not going to pay for somebody to laser it off.
And I've been too scared to get one tattoo, so I don't even know how I'd react to getting the rest of my body.
Once
like
you get
that,
one,
so
it don't even fucking matter.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably true.
But
Nobody's looking at this anyways, so
but I think personally, like that's something that is incredibly attainable for me and
Yeah.
will be accomplished at some point. But it's a matter
It's
of
a little scary.
ste-
Yeah, I
like
get
stepping
that.
over that line and doing that. And it's
Yeah,
pretty much
I
those
get
just
that.
those two areas that I'm really nervous about, because everything else I can cover up. That's all mine. you
I
know?
think mine
Mine?
for me, mine for me would be when I decide to finally quit jobs and just work for myself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
gonna
that
be
is
a scary
terrifying.
moment for me.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Because now
that's
it's your game to lose.
strictly me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna be a scary moment for me. But
Yeah.
I'm going to accomplish it. But it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
It's a scary thing, man.
Gross. Don't want to do it. But I will do it.
You count Chocula?
Actually, I shouldn't say I don't. 1, 2, 3. I have no job. I have to go. Great episode, guys. You're now aware of your what? Of your mouth and manually breathing. God damn it. Thanks, boss. We'll see you later, man. Have a good
rest of your day, man.
Appreciate you. Oh, shit.
I love that
God
guy.
damn it.
Love
Top
that guy.
notch
Tap
interactions.
natch.
Yeah, and that's what. Oh God, that's it. That's why I hate not having a personalized platform. You know, where you don't have to worry about the monetization and everything
but
else.
we need to make.
But this is
monies.
this is what we have to work with. No,
We have to do what we have to do to make it the money, because we have to support the show. And if you want to support the show,
appreciate that.
also
Thank
real
you.
on plus side is you're great.
Dude,
on.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you. You're the
Dude.
best. Speaking of
All right, now
support,
it's time to get real.
speaking of support,
But no.
go to our patreon.com/wwltw.podcast.
For the really private content.
That's not a part of it.
Just kidding.
Let me hear.
flag us.
Here.
Don't flag
Let me just.
No, but yeah, no. I mean, I think at its core, I don't think I wouldn't want to do this if we weren't as, genuine as
I think
we were
that
trying to be,
I think that works.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm pulled up.
Yeah.
Did it post?
I think so. But I mean,
I think that's the right link. Let me.
You're good, man. You're good.
I just got to make sure that that's the right link.
is it?
It's too late. You've already blown it.
Done.
Yeah, that's the link. So go to that link if you're 18 years or older. Apparently, I don't know.
apparently.
It says you have to be 18 or older to join our Patreon.
It's probably because we swear a lot.
no,
So
it's
well,
because-
that
it's 'cause I
might-
made it.
I wouldn't want.
I made it restricted.
Yeah,
yeah, I don't want a bunch of
anybody to
14-year-olds
sending
Like
money
our
for
stuff.
like.
Fuck it. I don't care. You're
What?
17.
I care, man.
You're 17. Send me your parents' money.
No. we don't deserve any of this money to begin with. Like, I don't want.
Want to piss your parents off?
Wanna
Give us a little
piss-
cash.
Hey kids,
Yeah.
pitch your
Steal the credit
parents
card
off.
information.
Well, I guess I don't know. I guess I'd feel better
Shoot
about
the
that than
b-ball. Boom shakalaka.
I'd feel better about that than I guess like putting it into like a mobile game or something or like
Yeah.
Fortnite or whatever.
Yeah.
That's true.
But
Bullshit ass.
Because at least you're
games.
helping some artists out at that point. Well,
Yeah.
I guess game developers are artists too. So I mean,
oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Game
but-
developers are. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a whole fucking art in itself, dude. That's an industry. Because initially,
Just
like
burped
that was
into the
what
mic.
I wanted to do,
Yeah.
like go to school for and everything else. Because my brother went to school for that.
I know
for,
some people that are in it,
3D
and
design.
some of them love it, some of them fucking hate it.
Well, it's
so
fucking-
intense.
Yeah, because of the positions and everything, which goes into that big company thing. Like,
Yeah.
you have to fucking be in the right niche at the right time to get a job in the industry.
Yep.
For true.
With a reputable company, or at least a company that's mid boom.
Yeah.
And then
I think it was mine.
what was it?
Yeah.
But even with that, like to have the skills to maintain that position and make yourself still valuable for those companies because it's still going. And if anything, it's
Yeah.
getting better and better and better and more competitive. I mean, fuck, dude. Like it's become a staple of our society.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a crazy industry, and I have so much appreciation. I've been a
lot of
hardcore
work.
gamer my entire.
I mean, you
fucking
think about
life,
it
so
too. You're
goes
on a
into-
deadline. That's a lot. It's a lot of
Dude,
work.
It's a lot.
Dude.
It's cool. It's a lot. It's
Yeah.
a lot of fun. But yeah, that's pressure, man.
I mean,
Pressure's
I've heard a testimony from like testers and stuff,
Yeah.
and like I've read articles, I've seen fucking documentaries, and like the what is it? The last there was one really good one. I can't remember which game it was that was coming up. but
Well,
it was
yeah.
like
I mean, just any AAA game.
yeah, where it was like the last month, and it was insane.
Yeah, everybody's
it was
working
insane.
fucking 80-hour work weeks,
Dude,
basically.
the people sleeping at their desks, like just
Yeah.
rolling out a fucking like a sleeping bag to get a couple hours and then pop back up and then go back into it because they have deadlines.
Yeah.
But but what the coolest part about that is there's almost an unspoken mentality when it comes to those industries that I've learned.
Yeah.
That it's all on a person to person. It's almost like the entrepreneur stuff because like they're all self-driven.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They
You
all
have to be.
enjoy that industry. They all enjoy the craft that they're in.
They're all passionate
You know
about
what
it.
to
movie?
where they don't give a fuck.
You know what movie spotlighted that that industry really well, and I think it made a lot of people want to be into that kind of job. Grandma's Boy. You ever seen that?
Oh, for like the testers. Yeah.
Like,
Well, I see
have you ever seen Grandma's
advertisements
Boy?
for
Yeah, I've seen
all
that.
that.
Fuck, I love that movie so much.
The guy that's like in like the Matrix suit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. My grandma ate my grandma drank my weed.
But yeah, I mean, like I see advertisements for that all the time. Become a beta tester.
Become a baby.
Yeah.
Don't
do that.
Don't do
You'll
that.
drive yourself insane. Also, have you ever seen Black Mirror? Because there's an episode about that. It's fucking terrifying.
Well, it's
He
not
gets
a, it's
trapped
not
in
a
a haunted house. And fucking dies.
that and like the
Forever.
dating app too. Like that whole sequence. I don't. Well, no, that's not even the same thing. But that's a really good episode.
I had another question. What was my other question that I wanted to ask?
Yeah, that's a.
Oh.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
You ever seen?
You ever seen movies about gladiators?
You ever seen a grown man jerk off? What? What the fuck is I gonna say? Oh, all right. All right, ready? One of your most humbling experiences.
Oh God.
Humbling experience.
I think when I first started off as entrepreneur, I didn't realize how intense investor pitches were, and I was drastically unprepared for it.
Yeah.
And that made me feel like shit because it's just like, okay, these guys had questions that I didn't even consider thinking about, and like you're in there basically asking for these people's time and showing them what you have and seeing if they want to maybe put some money down on a product that you are trying to get built out. And these people were just reaming you, being like, no, this fucking sucks. Here's why it sucks, and here's why you suck. And it's like, cool, I love this. I love this industry. It's the best.
20-year-old kid. I'm gonna go in my bedroom and cry and jack off.
Yeah.
So that was a terrifying experience. But I mean, over time, you get a little bit more confidence. Fuck you guys. Over time, you get a little bit more confidence in yourself and whatever you're trying to build. So it's like it gets easier, but it's like your first time going in there, it's like you don't know what the fuck to expect, and that scared the shit out of me when I first did it. And I definitely failed that hard.
Yeah.
Horde.
Horde.
How about for you? Most humbling experience, or a super humbling experience? Doesn't have to be the most, but
I think the most perspective changing one was when we were in high school and I got kicked in the face for the first time.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
That's a humbling experience.
It's a niche experience, but I mean that cliche, like you're invincible because you're young and you're the baddest motherfucker
you get
that
kicked
you
in the
know.
fucking head. And you go.
Until
I don't think that this is something that I enjoy.
Getting punched in the face really sucks. Really fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But getting kicked in the face really sucks, and it realigns your perspective as like I should probably stop being an asshole.
This doesn't sound like fun.
you
to
wake up
me
with Chris
anymore.
Tucker hovering over you, being like, "You got knocked the fuck out."
But
Knock the fuck out.
Yeah, but that was I think one of the most influential moments of humbling.
Yeah,
You know that
because you're like,
I'd experienced.
other people are capable of kicking my ass.
Well, because it literally
this
like,
can happen to me.
like
Okay.
that moment
where it's like maybe
put
I'm
me
not
on a different
badass
path.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Change
like-
your ways from an asshole to a nicer person.
Yeah, well, because it was a realization that I hadn't gone to yet,
Yeah,
or I
that's
hadn't
true.
gotten.
I think that is an experience that everybody needs. Just
Get the shit kicked out of you.
well, maybe not get the shit kicked out of you, but everybody needs to get punched in the face once.
We
I've
brought
made
that
this
up last week.
I made this
everybody,
exclamation
Everybody
perfectly
needs
fine.
to get punched in the fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Everybody gets one.
But
Everybody gets one. Right, Spider-Man. Right, Peter. Yeah,
Right.
everybody gets one.
Yeah, apparently.
but no, I think yeah. I mean, like outside of, work, like having that realization that I was expendable, like because you get comfortable in a place and
I think getting fired from a job is
oh
the
yeah,
That's
most
humbling.
humbling thing. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like maybe I'm not as good as what I thought I was.
Yeah.
But then it's also like, well, maybe I just wasn't the right fit for that position.
Mhm.
So it's like it makes you think about yourself in a different
oh
way.
yeah, because complacency becomes a toxic. A toxic standard that you set for yourself once you get comfortable somewhere, and you slip into that routine of just basically doing bare bones sometimes.
I honestly feel that's a great point to make. Like the 40-hour work week jobs are you do get complacent with it. You get so set in a routine,
definitely.
and it's like this is my standard, and this is the bare minimum of work I have to do to achieve the standard.
Yeah,
and then you just get
Then
stuck
you
in
just
that
do
rut.
that, yeah.
So it's like
I think the most humbling for me, it kind of plays on work, is being on a professional national televised set for the first time.
Mhm.
Like, because you really think like going into something like that, when you're on TV, like you just immediately are gonna think you're kind of the shit, not
Right.
the shit, but you're gonna think like not everybody gets this experience. It's fucking
Right.
cool. But then when you get surrounded, like first off, certain roles that you get, you're not shit. They don't fucking care. I mean, you get treated really well. Don't get me wrong. Like nothing against the set, like production or anything. Like they kill it most of the time with how you're treated. It's awesome. But like, it's very humbling to see the real people that really
know what they're doing,
are professionals at it, and like witnessing that, like just seeing it in front of you, watching people like just professional actors and how they can do it. You're like, wow, this is a fucking art form. Like this is amazing what they're able to do. Like
I can't imagine
people that can like destroy their accent.
And
start it like on and go on television, or people that like can immediately get into a certain mood almost, and like you can go from talking to me and we're like laughing, having fun, and then immediately like crying, and you're like, whoa,
or like doing. I remember you telling me about
nuts.
A crying scene where the dude had to do it like 5 or 6 times.
And you would think like, I mean, it's crazy because they actually force you. So when you do an emotional scene like that, or like a big emotion scene, something like that, where somebody's like crying profusely or like,
sobbing,
they actually make them take breaks. Like they're forced into going into the trailer and like taking a break.
Shit.
It's
I can't imagine how straining that's got to be.
Yeah, that's got to be exhausting.
It's wild. So I think that was probably the most humbling experience for me, is being around that. Like the first time I was on set and going, whoa, this is way bigger than me. This is something crazy. You know what I mean?
Well, and it's funny with that, with like that perspective, and like hearing you talk about your experience and being exposed to how that operation works and everything in production. And I see memes about that all the time, and it was at the Golden Globes, I'm pretty sure, where this was taken. It was the guy that plays Kylo Ren. I forget his name.
Oh, Adam Driver.
Yeah. But he was like doing an interview, and it was like, how do you play like this angry, almost like emo character or whatever for Kylo? He's like, oh, well, I don't really think about it. And he's like, no, like how do you preface? He's like, oh, I think about taxes, and I'm there. but whatever, people have to find. I'm assuming, people have to find that trigger for themselves, for like those really emotional scenes,
and apply it.
Have to do that over and over. I can't imagine how draining that has to be. Like,
it's a work of art watching it happen.
Yeah, man.
God damn it, it's beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
But it's intense.
And I could imagine, up until I got some of that exposure from you, or like some of that perspective, I had no, because I knew it was a craft. Like I knew that, like, especially following
the filming is a craft. It's like, Jesus, the amount of work that goes into every single scene that is shot. What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Every scene takes fucking 40 minutes to film, and you're like, what the hell? I've been in a scene. I'm not even kidding. I've been in a scene that lasted for 3 hours, and it was one scene.
Yeah.
Because of turnover. Like turnover is when I've talked to you guys about it before, but for those of you that don't know, turnover is where you have to shoot the shot from a different angle, depending on who's talking and stuff like that. You have to change the entire set. You have to change the lighting. You have to change your camera angles. You have to change the whole set basically. And it's called turnover. And it's like, I've been through a scene that lasted 3 fucking hours to film. I was like, wow. But then you look on like the actual episode, 10 seconds, 30 seconds maximum, maybe.
Yeah. Wild. But it's to get that end result.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It looks really amazing. That's why Dick Wolf is such a G at what he does.
Dude.
Dick Wolf is a G.
The guy's a champ, dude.
Dick Wolf, you're awesome.
Our entire lives,
or Law and Order, what up?
Dude, our
the name
entire
is
fucking
hilarious.
life.
I'm sorry.
Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, Law and Order, what's the new one? FBI. He's done a bunch. He really loves crime shows. Let me tell you that.
Yep.
Dude, and he makes good crime shows.
And he's got an awesome name.
Dick Wolf.
Dick Wolf.
They call me. They call
Somebody
me
had to say it. Yeah.
Dick Wolf. Oh, you mean cock dog?
Cock dog. Cock dog.
But we're a little cock dog.
Half dog, half cock.
God damn it.
It's a half cock dog.
We're over it.
Oh my
God. All right.
What are we even talking about?
Those are pretty good
This
questions.
was a good one. I think we're at 54 minutes. We can probably end this one here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
End it off. We did a good recording today.
Thank
Did a
you
good
guys
live.
for today.
chiming in.
Make sure
saying
you
hello.
make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube, like us on Facebook, go to our Patreon, which is linked right there. It's patreon.com/WWALTW podcast. And then you can also get this mug with our mugs on it on our new merchandise website, which is teespring.com. It is linked in the description below. Check it out. Otherwise, we'll see you all next week. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Whoa.
Bye.
Oh.
It is cold as shit in here.